welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, here at the edge of Wolekdorf, the Amaro village, and we are currently looking for their big boss, Seto. You are Whisper. There's the enormous Amaro. That should be you, right? An enormous Amaro slumbers peaceful. Seto? But... Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? We seek the shoes. Did I hear all right? You desire the crystal shoes? That you may confront the Light Warden? No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends, let us leave him to his thoughts. It is harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. It would behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community. I think, and there is no surer way than to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reasoning for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid you seek out the Amaro and make yourself known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of a greeting. Pet? Oh, how long has it been since last I felt man's touch? I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Verbert, a noble and valiant soul. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin-Eaters. Oh, he's long departed. I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. They're so fluffy, it's like touching a cloud. Pet ear on. The tickets. Enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand? On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of man. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts, but then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those with a gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with a seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, this seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us amongst other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. Pet. What's happening? Why am I being petted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have a chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fae folk. But then, we are Fae folk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see? 'Tis easy to forget sometimes. Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it. And thou canst not choose but see the intense and abiding love they bear for man. It is out of concern for our welfare, not scorn, that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have a crystal shoes. Serenia, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee I believe that he worries most. Tell him of thy many great deeds. Spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. You have spoken with my brethren. When you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore, none of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand upon us once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. This is something I must do. What I am to make of such declarations. Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fae folk to change. In order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Not more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king? To keep a promise to a friend. What did you say? The very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends, that you may slay them. I will use my voice to lure out the sin eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. Ready when? Very well. You made short work of those creatures, I will not deny it. I've seen enough. Let us return to Wolekdorf. I heard of fearsome war. Is everything alright? Ryanje tells me you've been busy trying to win Seto over, and I agree that you're the best woman for the job. A silver tongue can only get one so far. Whatsoever Seto has in store for thee, I wish thee Godspeed. By the ease with which you slew those sin-eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think, and if you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought sin-eaters who had wandered into Ilmek. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Long Mirror Lake. We Amaro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to a Fuaf, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief and return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. This does not appear to be Seto's medallion. I found Seto's medallion. I'd rather use the Everite tickets for something that's a bit more expensive. Ah, you returned. How fared your search? Despite its age and prolonged submersion, this golden medallion still retains its luster.
Ah, my medallion! You found it! Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again, when I was young. In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Artbert, and he was my friend.
Ardbert, thou sayest?
Everyone blamed him for the flood, him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Message received. I'm sure Artbert knows how you feel.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so. Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
trouble!
Has something happened at Lyhe Ghia?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Meg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ranjit.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
Yeah, I don't think she's up to the task.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Not yet, at least. Taking Melphilia along would be kind of like taking a level, what, 30 character or something along for the ride? Anyway, Seto. Forgive me if it seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I'm convinced now. Convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find the bridge to Lyhe Ghia. As the bearer of the four relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. The gate has recognized that you bear all four relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. While we faith folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. The dancing plague now accessible. But we will go in there next time. Because I wholly suspect there will be a few cutscenes after that. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.